showtime. Woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Silent and profiling. Woo, woo, it's live and in color. Woo!
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy, and yes, we are on day 2 of mandatory minicamp. Let me repeat that. Mandatory minicamp. Players are expected to show up. That includes star players such as Stefon Diggs. Will he show up today? I don't know. His agent said he would. His agent said yesterday that he will show up to the rest of minicamp. You guys, drama brewing in Buffalo. Not something that we all wanted to see happen. Let me tell you, man, by the way, I did a video this morning on this issue. I know y'all are probably sick and tired of it, but I had to cut the video anyways, because I think this thing has been brewing for a while now. I think this thing's been brewing probably for the last season and a half, possibly. Has Sean McDermott lost the locker room? Is he losing the locker room? Is this the start of players acting out under Sean McDermott's leadership? Or is this just a Stefon Diggs issue? I don't know. What is up, Nabel? Yeah, I saw that you're like, are you going live? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna find out. I've been updating Twitter. I haven't seen. I know they're supposed to start at 12:15. But I haven't heard any word that he's in the building yet from any reporters. We'll see. I'll keep updating Twitter while I'm on here. John Marlowe, do your job. Diva Diggs, be a leader. All seasons go the way they go. Last year was trial by fire. For whole Bills organization, he is one guy, and it's about the whole team. I agree. And I did the video today explaining that. And I do want to play this one. No word yet. No word yet. I want to play this great quote here that I played today from Mike Singletary. And listen, you guys may not like this dude. You may not like the way he coached. But I'm going to tell you, man, his words were so true here. And I'm going to play both clips. And y'all could, tell me what y'all think. Damn. Come on, y'all. You don't think that's so true, man? These are facts, man. I'm going to play one more, and then we're going to get back into this live stream.
And it's not so much the play, but it's more the mindset. And still having a chance to find out who wants to win, who really wants to win. Sometimes you have guys that it's been so long that we've been unsuccessful. Sometimes it's like a bad relationship. You don't know when it's going to turn again. And after a while, you become a part of the problem rather than the solution. I want guys that are solution-oriented.
Hey, these are facts. Chris, yes, facts. 100%. Yeah, that was the tight end, Davis, that he was talking to about that player way back in the day. But this goes towards anyone. Don't y'all wish that Sean McDermott would speak up? Don't y'all wish that instead of coddling Stefon Diggs like he's been, that's just the way he is. I want guys like that. He's passionate. You want guys to walk out on your team after a tough loss, leave them hanging in the locker room? You want guys to show up your quarterback who's out there, blood, sweat, and tears. The one guy, Josh Allen, who is not no pretty boy quarterback. He's the guy that's puts his whole team on his back, right? Everything. I'm talking everything. I'm talking the losses. I'm talking on the field, off the field. And you're gonna show them up on the sideline. Then you're gonna get out of there and leave all your teammates hanging after a tough loss to answer all the questions to the reporters and stuff. That's not a good teammate. How is Sean McDermott saying, "Oh, I like that in a player"? Really, you do? Because I don't think you do. I think that's bullshit. I think if it was anyone else, you would have called him out, or he would have been cut. Anyone else, I almost promise you. So Sean McDermott's definitely handled this wrong, 100%. You cannot coddle these guys. And that's why I have respect for that, for Singletary, for saying what he meant. Because you can't do that. You're paying these guys big bucks, right? Big top dollars. We gave Stefon Diggs what he wanted, right? We traded a first-round pick. We believed in this guy so much that we gave a first-round pick. Then we believed in him so much that we gave him his money that he wanted. And now look. Because he's unhappy? Okay, if you're unhappy, then tell us what the problem is. Don't do cryptic messages. Don't stir the pot. And then go, I don't understand why everyone's so down on me. He's mad at Sean McDermott because he said he's concerned. He quoted, by the way, if y'all missed it, Stefon Diggs went to Instagram again last night and said something about capping. Okay, big dog, you keep on capping. Clearly talking about Sean McDermott. Clearly. And I'm hearing a lot of people talk about Sean McDermott today. Oh, it's his fault. It's his fault. He shouldn't have said that. Why? Why shouldn't he said that? What's up, Comedian Mo? Glad to have you back, man. It has to be them firing Chad Hall. So I'm going to get to that. So, by the way, Comedian Mo, I did a video about that this morning. Watch that video after the live if you can. And it is interesting. It is. There's a lot that's happened throughout this past season and up until this point that has me really wondering, has Sean McDermott lost this locker room? Are the players talking? Are they starting to go, I don't believe in this guy anymore. I don't believe in trusting the process. I think he's taken us as far as he can go. Is Stefon Diggs, is he at his boiling point? Right? Is he the first player now that's speaking out about this? I don't know. This is all truly guessing. And it's a great point about Chad Hall, and I mentioned him in the video I did. Chad Hall leaving this offseason to take a position in Jacksonville, the same position, is very odd. Very odd. Why would you leave the Buffalo Bills, who are a team that's a Super Bowl contender team, to go to Jacksonville and be in the same position that you are here as a quarterback coach? It makes no sense. Zero. I don't get it. Then you got Leslie Frazier, who just went up and left. All right, so we have an update. Joel the Mailman Lewis. Diggs is in attendance. I would hope so. He should have been in attendance yesterday. Community Mo. His wife wanted to move to Florida, and now Diggs blocked the Bills on social media. Wow. Okay, I didn't hear about that. That is interesting if that is true. And listen, I'm going to go back to the Sean McDermott thing real quick about how Diggs is upset with him. I'm hearing a lot of Bills Mafia talk about, he shouldn't have came out in the media and said it's concerning. Guys, really? You guys think that's so a bad thing to say? It's concerning. I think we all said it's concerning. It's concerning. Yeah, it's concerning. Okay. Also, so Sean McDermott should have came out in the press conference, said, hey, okay. So here it is, guys. Here it is. We talked to Stefon Diggs this morning. He was here at camp. He talked to Brandon Beane. He talked to myself. Talked to the wide receiver coach. And he's not here at camp. All right, guys, next question. The only way I can see this as a thing is if Stefon Diggs came there, spoke to Brandon Beane, Sean McDermott, wide receivers coach, explained to them whatever he did, and said, hey, by the way, I won't be attending practice today. If that's the case, then okay, fine. But we don't know that, and I almost find it very hard to believe that that's what happened. That Sean McDermott just totally forgot that Stefon Diggs said, oh, by the way, I won't be attending practice today, but I'll be coming tomorrow. Come on, guys. You really believe that? Don't be naive. Don't always believe what you hear. Stop that, man. Like, I don't listen. I'm a realist, man, and I'll tell you, I'm on the same page almost maybe as a lot of y'all about how Sean McDermott has been as far as the head coach. I think he's been great. I think he's done wonders here. He's gotten us to a playoff, a team that hasn't been to a playoff in 17 seasons. But has he hit a wall? Can he only lead us so far? He's entering his 7th season. Now you got this going on. You got coaches, coordinators leaving. You got position coaches leaving for the same position somewhere else. Why? There's a problem. I'm telling y'all, man. All right, so Joel, the mailman, I just heard from a reporter that everything is fine today. All right, well, I mean, once again, I can't believe that we're here talking about Stefon Diggs missing practice. Like, listen, man, if you are unhappy, I'll say it again. Speak your mind. Tell us what it is. You don't have to tell us. Tell the reporter. Tell Sean McDermott. Tell Brandon Beane. What is going on? Is it Ken Dorsey? You know what, too? I find it really odd that they had this meeting. Brandon Beane, Sean McDermott, wide receiver coach, and there was no Ken Dorsey? No Ken Dorsey. No Josh Allen in this meeting? You don't find that odd? I find it really odd that at least Ken Dorsey wasn't part of this meeting that they had. Why? Why not? He's your offensive coordinator. Why is he missing out of that meeting? Is it he doesn't like Ken Dorsey? Maybe he didn't want Ken Dorsey there because he's throwing him under the bus and he's talking bad about him. I don't know. This is all speculation, guys. So don't kill me in the chat. Don't say I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know. I know as much as you all know. But what I know is he missed day 1 of minicamp. What I know is he was last year was a total jerk at times. Did it in Detroit. Sean McDermott had to calm down. Did it in the divisional game versus the Bengals. He did it during the season at times when he wasn't getting the ball. He'd throw his hands up. Right? He did it after the divisional game where he just got out of town. Didn't even wait with his teammates. He did it all off season with the cryptic messages. And now we're here today talking about it again. This is a team sport. I'll say it again. This isn't a me sport. You got 11 guys on the field. Right? It's not all about you, man. You're a great player. I respect what you do on the field. And your teammates respect what you do on the field. No doubt about it. But it's a team game, bro. It is a team game. It's not going to always go your way. Right? Defenses are going to double you at times. On crucial moments, key moments, whatever. That's why you got a second receiver. That's why you got a tight end. That's why you got other players to step up. That's the whole point. And you're making it all about you. Right? You don't see Josh Allen crying on the sideline, getting in people's faces, getting in his offensive line face, getting in Gabe Davis' face for dropping a pass, getting in Isaiah McKenzie's face, getting in your face when you don't, when you drop something. You don't do that. And he shouldn't do that. That's not what a leader's about. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. It's like almost like he lost that whole team thing because he had it in 2020, 2021. He was a team guy. Y'all know that. I was sticking up for the guy. When he first came here, I said, yo, well, you know, when all these Minnesota fans were coming in talking trash on Twitter, oh, y'all going to see, right? Y'all Bills Mafia, you're going to see what Stefon Diggs is all about. And I said, okay, we're going to see. Yeah, okay, we'll see. We will see. And I swear to y'all, in 2020, 2021, that dude was nothing but a great teammate, man. Nothing but a great teammate. And then what the hell happened in 2022, man? What happened? I'm going to tell y'all, too. Look at Stefon Diggs' stats. He had one of his best seasons last year. Over 1,400 yards. I think he had like 10 touchdowns, the most touchdowns he's had as an NFL player. He averaged more per catch. What are you complaining about, bro? I don't get it. We were 13-3, man. You were a Pro Bowl receiver. You had over 1,400 yards. Josh Allen definitely looked your way. He can't throw it to you every single play. There's other people that need to be involved in the offense and make it work. I've seen teams that only throw to one receiver. They got no other help, and usually they suck. Usually their record is terrible. We've had Bills teams, plenty of Bills teams that have had players, one receiver do all the work, nobody else steps up, and it's a disaster. These are called diva receivers, too, right? And a lot of those guys just jump from team to team to team to team to team. I don't know, man. Sorry, guys. The honeymoon period is over. Facts. Yes, facts. I don't know about... Listen, man. Here's the deal, man. Can't trade him. He's here, right? He is here to stay. The way the contract, the restructure works, it's dead cap. That's it. We would eat $31 million in 2024, 13 this year. He is here, guys. There's no matter how you see it. There's no getting rid of Stefon Diggs at this point. Okay? The things, listen, McDermott needs to stop coddling him. Brandon Beane needs to be, Brandon Beane, Sean McDermott, basically they both need to stop coddling this guy. Tell him you're either with us or you're not. And if you don't want to play, fine his ass. But here's the deal. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Stefon Diggs is going to play. I think he's gonna, be there week one. But here's my concern. Here's my major concern, guys. When things don't go right going into the season, will Stefon Diggs freak out? Will it get worse? Will this circus, right, be even worse? Like, you know what I'm saying? Will he show out again on the sideline? Will there be more of this? It's very possible. It's very possible. John Marlowe, pure facts, he needs to get that Antonio Brown's spirit out of his mojo. We all know how this winded up. Yeah, bro. 100%. All right, let's see. Just saw a tweet from Mafia member confirmed Diggs is back at work. Once again, he should be at work. It is mandatory. Should have been there yesterday. Hello, Mafia Sports for Bills Mafia gang for Puerto Rico. What up, bro? Hey, appreciate you, Francisco. Hey, anyone that's watching this that's new to the channel, do me a favor, man. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Y'all know what's up. I am trying to get to 3,000 subscribers before the season starts. I think we're like 150 away, man. That's it. 150 away, man. So come on, help me out. I've been pushing content out like crazy, just trying to really just get this page, get this channel growing, man. But back to minicamp. So let me see real quick, guys, if there's any updates on Twitter. His rep said he won't miss any more camp. Wow, great. Thanks, bro. How about he comes out and says he won't miss any minicamp? Does he not know how to talk? Does Stefon Diggs not want to deal with the media? Does Stefon Diggs not want to actually express what he's feeling. He has to use his agent. He has to use Twitter and Instagram to tell us, I guess, what he's feeling, because I don't know. It's all cryptic. We have to, like, figure it out, right? Decipher it. I'm going to go on a board back here. I'm like, okay, what does this mean? What? Well, he said this, and that could be McDermott. Oh, I don't know. That could be Dorsey. It's like, I mean, like, say what you mean, dude. I will respect you more if you come out and just say, yo, I am not feeling Ken Dorsey's offense. Or, yo, I don't know, man. I'm not sure about this leadership. Whatever you got to say, I'd respect it more. I think Bills Mafia will respect it more. I think the coaches will respect it more. Everybody, bro. Jason Phillips, Bean has made such a bad move with Diggs' contract. It's risky, very risky. And you see what's going on right now, and we are stuck with him. Listen, why? Maybe. You don't know that, though. You don't know that. And why is he a simpleton? Once again, I'll go back to it. You know, Stefon Diggs had one of his best years as an NFL player. He was pretty involved in the offense. What does he want? You want 2,000 yards receiving? Is that what? So once again, is it about you or is it about the team? Do you want to win a Super Bowl or do you want to pile up stats and look good? Come on, man. Let me check up Twitter real quick, guys. Let's take a look at Twitter. Okay. I'm reading some of this. Reporters on Bills Beat aren't allowed to tweet, write Bills info during practices, even June minicamp. Wow. So apparently reporters are there and they are not allowed to tweet while they are there. Very interesting. I'm reading some more here. Hold on, guys. Because I'll tell you what. Sorry, real quick, guys. I'm just I don't see anything on Twitter that says he's there, bro. Like, I don't know where y'all are reading this. I mean, I'm not saying Twitter's like the go-to, but I don't see. Let me update Facebook. Hold on, guys. I'm on Twitter and Facebook just trying to see. I see no updates on that situation. Guys, I don't know who came with that news, but I just read to you that reporters that are there, they cannot tweet while they are there, meaning they cannot give us information. That is why Twitter right now is nothing going on. Go on Twitter. I don't see any updates on minicamp. Nothing. Look up Adam Schefter. Okay, I'll look him up. But I'm just saying on Bills, you know, we type in Bills. I usually just type in hashtag Bills. Most of the stuff comes up. Marcus Warren, it's one thing when you win, but when we get our asses kicked at home in the playoffs, he doesn't get the ball but 4 times. That's kind of a problem. Okay, Marcus, listen. Once again, I get it. I'm not saying that Ken Dorsey is not a little bit at fault. I'm not saying that this was a team loss. You cannot continue to point the finger at one guy, right? And say, well, if Ken Dorsey would have called better plays, the Bills would have won. Really? Come on, man. Our offensive line got beat up. Our defensive line couldn't even handle their backup offensive lineman, right? It was a terrible game plan by Leslie Frazier on defense. And by the way, Sean McDermott's just as guilty. Josh Allen didn't play his best ball. Stefon Diggs didn't play his best ball. Nobody did. It's not one guy, okay? It's not. And sometimes, listen, you got to give defenses credit sometimes. Not every star player is going to have a great game. It's been like that, right? They could have doubled him. You don't know Stefon Diggs wide open all the time. And maybe Josh Allen did miss him a few times. So what? Who cares? It's going to happen. It's football. Mistakes are made. Josh Allen makes mistakes. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Makes mistakes. You don't think Stefon Diggs makes mistakes? Of course he does. Stop it. Come on, man. once again, man, he had one of his best seasons as an NFL player. You can't tell me he wasn't involved with the offense. And once again, I'll go back to it. We are 6 months after that game. You had 6 months to talk to Brandon Beane, Sean McDermott, Ken Dorsey, Josh Allen about whatever was bothering you. 6 months to clear the air. And I'm sure they would have listened. Of course they would have listened. 6 months. And you didn't. Instead, you did cryptic messages. You don't show up to OTA. Oh, whatever. Now you don't show up to mandatory minicamp day 1. And you're still throwing cryptic messages the day of that you miss camp. You're still throwing shade to the coach. And now you got players that are like Von, and I love Von, but Team Steph, really? Why? What does that mean? Team Steph? Come on, stop. No one's ganging up on Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs did this to himself, y'all. Stefon Diggs brought all this to himself, man. Y'all don't believe that? This is a Stefon Diggs problem, man. And listen, once again, I'll be honest with you. I understand maybe some of his frustration with the head coach. I'm a little frustrated, but this is not how you handle it. You got teammates that expect you to be there. You got teammates that love you, that want you to be a part of something special. And by you saying, I don't like what's going on, I'm not going to be there. So that's not good, man. That's not good. You know what I mean? Can you imagine? I'm just throwing this out there. Josh Allen just like, you know what, man? I don't like that. I don't like. Matter of fact, he don't even say anything. He just throws crypto crap, and he just doesn't show up to camp. He's just lackadaisical. He's throwing some shade at people. Of course not. We know why we can't imagine that, because it'll never happen. It's not what a leader does, man. Okay. So, let's talk about some edge rushers. I'm Team Diggs. There are players not doing their jobs in the playoffs. Yeah. Hey, if you're Team Diggs, listen, man. Yeah. Cool. You're one of few people that are Team Diggs, bro. Because if you believe what he's done is right, you're completely wrong, bro. It's a team game, dude. You can't show up your quarterback on the sideline. You can't dip out on your team after a tough loss and let them just handle it. That's not a teammate, bro. If you believe that's right, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. That's not right, bro. Can't do that, bro. I understand, once again, his frustration. I get it, man. But then say it. Come out and say it. You had 6 months to handle this, man. You had 6 months to go to McDermott, to go to your new wide receiver coach and say what's bothering you. You don't do that. You never did that. Anyways. Anyway. Oh, my God. I'm so sick of this. I'm sorry, man. I feel like a Stefon Diggs. I was just talking Stefon Diggs, man. Anyways, back on the edge. Somebody asked about the edge. Listen. What Brandon Beane has done this offseason has been nothing but phenomenal, in my opinion. With the amount of cap space that he had to work with, the players that he brought in, I think he's done a very good job. Very good job. I thought the draft was a very good draft. And bringing in Leonard Floyd now brings up some players, right? Brings extra, obviously, depth. But now you got some players that are going to be on the bubble, right? And 3 guys come to mind, right? You got Shaq Lawson, right? You got AJ Epinesa, and you got Boogie Basham. Boogie Basham, second-round pick. AJ Epinesa, second-round pick. Shaq Lawson, not a pick by Brandon Beane, right? He's not a Sean McDermott pick either, right? He was Rex Ryan era, right? Is he on the outside looking in because of that? I hope not. I hope that it's a battle in camp Because I don't care if they're second round picks or not. If Shaq Lawson wins in camp, proves to be a better edge, a better rotational piece, you go ahead and either try to trade one of those players or you go ahead and cut him. Because I'll tell you what, last year Shaq Lawson outperformed, in my opinion, both those guys. I thought that dude was damn good when he had his opportunities. AJ Epinesa had a better year, but I'm not seeing it, man. I'm not seeing it from AJ. He's been here a while. Like, there's no more excuses for AJ. Boogie Basham, I mean, I love Brandon Beane. Bad pick. Will he pan out in the future? Who knows? But as of right now, I got to be honest, I don't see it. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a camp battle. I think it's going to be a preseason battle. It's going to be interesting. It will be really interesting. But somebody's got to go. Right? Now you got way too many edge in the room, right? Way too many. So that's my thoughts on the edge room right now. And I'll tell you what, camp will be, when they get back to camp in July, it'll be really interesting to watch. Also preseason. Because I got to tell you, in my opinion, this is the deepest Buffalo Bills team that Brandon Beane has built since he's been here. Heading into a season. The deepest. Okay? I'm not saying like every position is like great. I still think our offensive line is a work in progress, right? I still think he's still putting some band-aids on the offensive line, but it's on paper, at least, it's looking better. But I got to see it on the field, right? And preseason will be interesting to see it, how these players, are, the competition. Let me get to some of your comments. I'm sorry. Diggs has reported we needed just to give a mulligan and let it die. Any more bullshit going forward? No bueno. I don't know, man. That's the thing, man. They coddle him way too much, man. And I told y'all yesterday, I still don't think Josh Allen's thing. See, I don't know, Mad Chatter. Here's my deal. I think Gabe Davis can be a good number 2 in this league. I do. Okay, he had almost he had 875 last year. It's not a bad season considering he got hurt, considering he had had a good percentage of drop passes. But if he cleans that up and he stays healthy, Gabe Davis can be 1,000-yard receiver, which, by the way, y'all think it's that easy. We haven't had 2 wide receivers in one season reach 1,000 yards since 2002 Buffalo Bills, Eric Moulds, and Peerless Price. It's been that long. We came close in 2020 when Stefon Diggs had over 1,000 and Cole Beasley had 950, but it wasn't 1,000. So my point being is I want to give up on Gabe Davis just yet. He's working on a contract year, okay? He's going to try to ball out because he wants to get paid. And I don't think Buffalo's going to wind up paying him. But I have a feeling that Gabe Davis, if he can stay healthy, he could be 1,000-yard receiver. Okay, now Shakir. I love Shakir. Hey, I'm with you. Love Shakir. I think Shakir has so much potential, guys. But we can't. It's a lot. Listen, it's his second year. He's still getting. Josh Allen and him still need to build that relationship, right? Receiver, quarterback relationship. You know how Josh is. It's going to take a little time. Now you got, by the way, you added Trent Sherfield. Sherfield might take his spot right now. He's more of a veteran, been around. He had a good season last year with the Dolphins. But I keep telling you, there's still question marks with this receiving group. But I do love Shakir, man. I do. I think Shakir could be a really good player in this league. I just think it might take time. Justin Shorter. Listen, I did a video on Shorter. I think Shorter has potential if he could stay healthy. I think Shorter, listen, tall. He has decent speed, right? He can go up there and get the ball, right? Like, he's a perfect red zone threat. Like, he's a good player, but he needs to get healthy. He needs to work on some of his game. He needs to work on some of his route running. But I believe that guy can actually be a good receiver in this league. but it might take some time. Once again, another player where we got to just wait and see, right? Then you got Dalton Kincaid. Man, I am so excited to see what Dalton Kincaid brings. But Bills Mafia, let's slow down a little bit, right? He's a rookie tight end, all right? He had a really good year in Utah. But before that, he was kind of a little unknown in a way, right? And there hasn't been a breakout rookie tight end in a while. I guess Kyle Pitts, right? But he was their only weapon, right? So I don't want to get oh man, this guy's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be 1,000-yard receiver / tight end, whatever you want to call him. It's a lot of pressure for him. I hope he's involved in the offense. Will Ken Dorsey get him involved in the offense? I think he will. Yeah, Pitts has done nothing really since, but he had a good rookie season. Can't knock him for that. He had a pretty good rookie season. But I'm telling you guys, the receiving room is a big question mark. That's why I was so big on getting DeAndre Hopkins here. I really felt like DeAndre Hopkins can really take this receiving room to the next level. Let the younger guys learn, you know what I mean? Not so much pressure on them their first season, right? You get what I'm saying here? And then you got the Gabe Davis thing. Gabe Davis probably not going to stay after this year, right? And then he's still a question mark, right? Can Gabe Davis, fix what the problems he had last year with the drop passes, right? Can he stay healthy, right? If you had D-Hop, you know for sure what he's all about, right? For the most part, dude stays healthy. You know that he's for sure going to catch the ball. He has great hands, right? Good route runner, right? Aggressive. You know what you're getting in D-Hop. I don't know if we know what we're getting in the wide receiver room except for Stefon Diggs, right? And that's why I question it. There's plenty of potential. Plenty of potential. No doubt about it. This group can be good. But we have to see it, guys. We can't just say it. We have to see it. It has to happen. It's easier said than done, man. Let's see it. All right, Diggs is here. I know. That's what I've been hearing, but I have not seen that. I mean somebody's told me Adam Schefter said that, but right now reporters aren't, they're not allowed to, I guess, report while they're there. Yeah, Hopkins would, man. 100%. Jason Phillip, a Bills fan can admit the wide receiver is question mark. Thank you. I have gained so much respect for you. Thank you, man. Hey, Jason. My man. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Listen, I try to be as honest as I can, man. I try to be as honest as I can. I think the offensive line's gotten better on paper. I hope that it shows on the field. I think Spencer Brown, I think Bills Mafia a little bit too tough on Spencer Brown. Okay, great. Hey, Brett, good. I'm not even talking about Stefon Diggs right now. He should be there. Listen, it shouldn't even be a story. He should have been there yesterday. Everybody should be there. It's mandatory minicamp. They call it mandatory minicamp for a reason. We're all excited that our star player's at mandatory minicamp. We can't believe it. Oh my God. He's there. He's there. Yeah, he should be. It's fucking mandatory. Come on, man. Good Lord. We're excited that our star receiver finally showed up to camp. It's so bad. It's such a bad look. That's why I'm not excited. He should be there. He should have been there yesterday. I wanted to come on yesterday and just talk about how minicamp, the battles, the edges, the wide receiver group, the offensive line group. I didn't want to talk an hour and a half about Stefon Diggs not being in practice. Marcus. Okay. And I'll wrap it up quick because I talked about this so much. And by the way, I did a video if you want to watch. It is crazy news. It is blown out of proportion a little bit. Why? Because Stefon Diggs made it that way, Marcus. He made it that way from last season, starting in the Detroit game, then ending in the Bengals game, where he showed out his quarterback, where he stormed out of the locker room before the coach even addressed the team, left his teammates hanging, did cryptic messages all offseason. You had 6 months to air out whatever you wanted to air out about your displeasure with whatever. You didn't do it. Then you miss OTAs. Fine, it's mandatory. You don't have to be there. Okay, you should, in my opinion. You are a captain. But whatever. Now you got mandatory minicamp, Marcus. He misses day 1. It's mandatory. All the players, Marcus, showed up. Every single player. But Stefon Diggs. He is a captain. He's supposed to show leadership. He's supposed to be there. There was no true excuse. He's going to get fined. It is a big deal. It's a big deal because how he ended the season. It's a big deal because how he acted during this whole 6 months. Yeah, it's a big deal. And guess what? He created that. We didn't create that. You think I created that? You think Bill's Mafia created that? You think we just sat around and be like, hey, what can we do to talk bad about Stefon Diggs today? No. That wasn't created by us. He did that. So, of course, it's a big deal. National media, it's all over. It's a distraction. The players are getting asked about why Stefon Diggs isn't at minicamp. Why is everyone here but your star wide receiver? You don't think it's a distraction? The players are going to say the right things. I told you that yesterday. I told you that Josh Allen was going to say, I love that guy. That's my guy. He's my dude. By the way, he said the same thing about Kelvin Benjamin. When Kelvin Benjamin wanted to go out there and run routes before a game, he never talks bad about a player, a fellow teammate. He's not going to bash him. He didn't even bash Kelvin Benjamin when everybody was bashing Kelvin Benjamin at the time. When everyone was saying Benjamin needs to get the hell out of town. Right? Josh Allen pretty much had his back. And he shouldn't have. But he did because that's what leaders do. He's not going to do that. So Josh Allen's not going to come out and say he should be here. Right? I don't think it's right. Right? We're all trying. We have one goal in mind. It's the Super Bowl. And yeah, I think he should be here. He's not going to say that. He's not going to throw him under the bus. That's all I'm going to say. I keep telling y'all that, man. Y'all like surprised. Like, once again, man, Stefon Diggs created this mess. Stop acting like this is a Team Steph thing. Or like everyone's ganging up on poor old Stefon Diggs. It's not how it is, man. Stefon Diggs, listen, Bills Mafia, media has had Stefon Diggs back. Coaches has had Stefon Diggs back since day one, man. Since day one. Now, the first time that the head coach, Sean McDermott, says something bad, that he's concerned, now, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. Whoa. So, no, man. No, bro. He created this mess. He did this. Okay? That's all I'm going to say, man. Listen. Y'all feel, you could feel, listen, I can't tell y'all how to feel. I can't tell y'all how to feel about anything. It's an opinion-based show. I'm an opinion. This is what I do. There's other podcast people that feel differently. There's other people on Twitter that feel differently. Right? Maybe even players feel differently than what I do. And that's all right. That's what this show is about. It's opinion-based, man. But I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of Bills Mafia agrees with me. And I think a lot of, and I'll be honest with you, I bet some players also feel the same way. Whatever. But listen, man, you can have your opinion. It's cool, man. I ain't hating on it. I'm going to tell you mine. I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. Marcus Warren, I'm a Bills fan as long as he shows up, performs on game day. That's all I really care about. At the end of the day, I'm not going to act like the sky's falling. I agree. So, Marcus, in a way, I agree with that. In a way, I can agree with that. And I said that yesterday. Listen, Stefon Diggs is going to probably be there week 1. He's here at mandatory minicamp day 2, right? I also got to say, he's not trying to get that fine either, Marcus. Okay? He's not trying to lose money. Okay? I'm just throwing that out there. He's going to be there day 1. And listen, and one thing about Stefon Diggs, and I'll give him this credit, is when he's on that football field, Stefon Diggs gives 100%. He works his ass off. He does. I will not take that away from Stefon Diggs. The dude, listen, he's legit. When he gets on that field, it's game day. That whistle blows. You can expect that dude to give everything he has. And I love that. No doubt. I love that about Stefon Diggs. I do. I love that he has that passion when it's game day. But right now, right, you what he's doing, right, to his teammates, right, to the city of Buffalo, to Bills Mafia, it ain't right, bro. It ain't right. It's a team game. I'll continue to say that. It's a team game. It's not a me game, right? And, listen, I'll be cheering for every touchdown he gets. I'll be excited for what he does, on the field. But don't mean I have to respect his character. That's all. But I'm gonna give you this warning, Marcus. When things go bad, because this is a National Football League, it ain't perfect. There's gonna be games where Allen is off. There's gonna be games where the offensive line is off, where Ken Dorsey calls a bad game. Whatever. How will Stefon Diggs act then? Will he get back up in Allen's face? Will he even act a fool some more? That's my concern. And I don't know if anyone is thinking that but me right now, because no one's talked about it. No one's talked about what will happen now going into 2023 season with an angry Stefon Diggs, who's clearly upset about something, and it has to do with coaching. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Does it have to do with Josh Allen a little bit? Maybe. I don't know, because we're all in the dark right now. But I am concerned. You can't have that. It's a team sport, man. All these guys need to work together to make this happen. I told y'all, a good organization. It don't matter. NBA, NFL, NHL, it all starts from the top in leadership, right? Ownership, GM, coaches, coaching staff, players. It's like a chain, bro. It's like a chain link, right? If one of those chains are broken, one of the links, it's not going to work, right? And we need Stefon Diggs to get back on board, to be part of the team again. You can't start having this fall apart. It only takes one. I'm telling y'all, because players are going to start talking, and players are going to start siding, right? And I'm with Stefon on this, and I don't think Sean McDermott. Uh-oh. Now we got a problem. Right? You don't want it. So that's what I'm worried about, man, guys. John Merlot, if I was Diggs and saw Hardy, Sherfield, Kincaid, and Shorter, I'd be damned. They got guys to get pressure on me. No, man. I gotta kind of disagree there. I kind of gotta disagree a little bit. None of those guys are Stefon Diggs caliber. Now, you bring DeAndre Hopkins in here, who it could be a one on a lot of teams. Now we're talking different story. But none of those guys, let's be real. And I love Gabe Davis. I think Gabe Davis can still have potential, like I said, being number 2, but he ain't no Stefon Diggs, bro. None of these guys right now are Stefon Diggs level. So we need Stefon Diggs. We paid Stefon Diggs big money because he is that dynamic. He is that good. We'll see, man. We'll see. Jason, the wide receivers being brought in aren't even wide receivers 3 Sunday. I don't know about that. See, Jason, so maybe. So Trent Sherfield is a question mark for me. Trent Sherfield is interesting. But you may be right. He may be a very good 3. And I think Gabe Davis can be a 2. But you're right. I think you're right on that. Everybody else has potential. I like I said, I think Shakir is the one really bright spot that could be possibly like a 2 or a 3 in this league. Like a really quality number 2 or 3. But that's going to maybe take some time, right? Sherfield, like I said, big question mark. And no, man, like the other guys aren't, man. Let's be honest with you. They are not. Like Hardy, I like Hardy, but he's a speedster. I don't know how much he's going to be used this season. he's also a guy that suffered a lot, he has injury history, right? So we'll see. We'll see. So I don't know about that, man. Like I told y'all, the receiving group is a big question mark, man. Josh Allen is the next Elway. Go watch Andre Reed in the night to play as the Oilers. Down 35-3. Reed kept his composure and caught like 10 passes for 163 touchdown. 100%. Yeah, dude, that too, man. Listen, I think I like Shorter too, by the way. I do, but I think he's a guy that he's going to need some work, right? Like I think he's going to be on this team as long as nobody snags him up or whatever they wind up doing with him. He has potential, but I don't know if we'll see it right away. You get what I'm saying? I think he needs some work. He needs to work on some route running. He needs to get a little bit more, I think, physical. His injury history is a problem. Like he has to stay healthy, right? There's a lot that goes into the Shorter pick, but he has a lot of potential, and I think that's why they drafted him, right? Like if he doesn't work out, who cares, right? What was he, 6th round pick? You know what I mean? So we'll see. Let's see here. I'm trying to read all y'all. I will agree with you on Sherfield. It's just a lack of cap. Yeah, I get it. We'll see, man. Anyways, guys, let me see if there's any more news going on here in Bills land here. Let's see here. You got people making fun of it. He's finally there. Oh, God. Like we won a ring right here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the Buffalo Bills. I got to show you this. Hold on, guys. Hold on. So the Buffalo Bills want to ease your mind here real quick, guys. With a little picture of Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs at camp. You know what I mean? So the Buffalo Bills want us to feel better, which is good. So yeah. So breaking news: Stefon Diggs is at mandatory camp. There's a little, some video of him working with Gabe Davis there. If you guys see there, it's good. I'm glad he did the right thing and showed up to camp. So he should be there anyways. Like, I don't know why we're we should not be so in shock that our star receiver showed up to mandatory camp. Like, he should be there. This shouldn't even be a story. Oh my God. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But anyways, guys, real quick question. While I got y'all in the chat, all 41 of y'all, I want to know, and let's be real with this, you guys in the chat. Is Sean McDermott starting to lose the locker room? And I'm going to ask you that because I'm just curious. Like, is Sean McDermott's trust the process? Is that over with? Are the players starting not to believe in that philosophy anymore? Like, are they starting to feel like Sean McDermott has taken them as far as they can go? I'm just curious. I'm curious what Bills Mafia thinks. What do you guys think? Do you think that, like, Sean McDermott, this is it? Like, he's a good regular season coach. He's gotten us to the AFC Championship once, but he just can't find his way. Like, he can't get over that hump. How long do we stick with him? And if we're talking about it, do you think the players eventually start talking about it? I'm just curious. Because, listen, you all know, and time flies by, that he's entering year 7. Like, that's crazy to me. He's entering year 7, and we have yet to make a Super Bowl. And we've had listen, I'll give him the pass on 2018. You got Josh Allen as a rookie. I'll give him the pass even in 2019. Second year Josh Allen. You're still building around Josh Allen. I'll listen, 2017, 2018, 2019, fine. But then you got 2020. You got a hell of a team there. You got 2021, right? 13 seconds, no excuse. Then you got 2022. We're a really good team, 13-3. We still can't find our way. So I'm just curious. Like, is the locker room just not is just not believing in him anymore as a coach? And I ask you that because why are coaches like Leslie Frazier and Chad Hall getting up and just leaving the organization. Why? It's odd, no? Like, it really is. Hey, Rally Towel Sports. By the way, guys, Rally Towel Sports goes live tonight, 8:30. My dudes, good guys. Watch them. I always say, like, my quote to them, they're the most underrated podcast on YouTube. And I'm telling you guys, they are. So, listen. They're also go to Rally Towel Sports on their YouTube and subscribe as well, because they have different shows on different days there. But they also link up with on Mafia Sports Report on Wednesday nights. Really good dudes. They talk all sports. They're Bengals fans, Browns fans, Steelers fans. Yeah, man, good dudes, man. So check them out, man. Let's see here. McD should realize his shortcomings on offense and letting an offense genius handle that. Yeah, listen. I'm I'm one of few that still have faith in Ken Dorsey. Yeah, I love it too, brother, man. Have a good show tonight. I'm one of few people, man, apparently, that have faith in Ken Dorsey. Yeah, I think Bills Mafia way too tough on Ken Dorsey and what he did with this offense. Like, y'all, listen. Y'all think Brian Daboll is this damn genius. And he was a good coordinator. But y'all got to realize he was here since day one, right? He had a lot of time to work with these guys. Way more time as offense coordinator than Ken Dorsey did. Not to mention, Brian Daboll's an OC in multiple spots and got fired. Cleveland. I forget the other. Was it New England? It was another team. He went to Alabama as an OC. He had a lot more experience. A lot, right? Okay, great. Y'all think he was perfect? We had the same problems when Dorsey took over as when Daboll ran it. The same problems. Can't run the ball. Right? Sometimes we just second half adjustments. Can't make them. Same freaking thing. But I'll give Dorsey a pass because Dorsey was his first season as OC. He's going to have these speed bumps in the road that he has to figure out and hurdle. It's not that, listen, it's like a rookie player, right? It's not going to come out swinging, 1,000. He's going to make mistakes. But even that said, do you know that he had almost the same stats, if not some of them were even better than Brian Daboll in 2021 when Daboll, under Daboll? I'm being honest with you guys. We were 13-3. We were second in scoring. Yes, he had some problems. Yes, he could have done a better job. I would hope that this year coming, he gets even better. You also have to understand, we didn't have the greatest personnel on the field. Why don't you guys understand that? Why can't you guys look at the offensive line? And by the way, you do. You do. You complain about it. Offensive line stinks. Sucks. Offensive line, boo, we need a running game. Okay, so if you know this, if you know how bad it is, why are you pointing the finger back at Dorsey? Like, is Dorsey, you think Dorsey went out and signed these free agents, went out and drafted these offensive linemen? You think Dorsey got the running backs? This wasn't Dorsey's decision. You think Dorsey wanted Isaiah McKenzie to take over Cole Beasley's spot? Isaiah McKenzie, listen, he's a gadget receiver. This is on Brandon Beane for not bringing in a guy to take over. Now, by the way, I will back that up. He brought in Crowder, and Crowder got hurt. And then McKenzie took over, and y'all saw what happened with McKenzie. Right? Then y'all complain about Gabe Davis dropping passes. Is that Ken Dorsey dropping passes out there? I'm asking y'all. Is Ken Dorsey out there dropping passes? No, he's calling plays. That's not his fault. Is Ken Dorsey out there blocking for Josh Allen? No. Is Ken Dorsey out there run blocking for Devin Singletary and James Cook? No. Come on, man. Stop. Listen, I keep telling y'all, it's so easy for some of us to point the finger at one guy and say it's his fault. It's his fault. If he would have done better, we would have won a Super Bowl. It's a lie, man. Stop lying to yourselves. That is not the truth. That is not the truth, man. We have yet to win a Super Bowl. Is that Ken Dorsey's fault? You're going to blame Ken Dorsey for all the Super Bowls we lost? You're going to blame Ken Dorsey for not getting to the Super Bowl under Sean McDermott? You're going to blame Ken Dorsey for 13 seconds? You're going to blame him for that? Okay, listen, Thomas. Josh Allen's a quarterback. He can audible anytime he wants. He can change the play at the line anytime he wants. He doesn't have to run the same. He doesn't have to run the play. You know that. He can audible. He can see that there's a blitz coming to the side. He can change up the play. You know we can't even run screen passes last year because we had terrible blocking. And we all screamed for screen passes. But whenever we did them, they got blown up. Is that Ken Dorsey's fault? Of course. So stop, man. Like, guys, it's very easy for us to sit back and point at a specific guy and be like, it's all his fault. It's his fault, his fault. But yet, we complain about the offensive line. We complain about the running back. We complain about Gabe Davis dropping passes. But yet, the whole finger pointing goes to one guy, Ken Dorsey. What about in 2021? What about in 2020? What about in 2019? Who we blaming? Who we blaming? Come on, man. Stop it, man. It's a team sport, man. Everybody has to do their job, bro. I can't. Listen, I love y'all, but I can't take it. I can't take the finger pointing at a certain player, man. That's why I feel bad sometimes for Josh Allen, because I give Josh Allen so much love and credit, because I don't think people really understand the pressure that dude has. And that's why I'm so upset with Stefon Diggs in a way too, for showing him out on the sideline. Like, that dude, man, blood, sweat, and tears on the field. He takes all of the criticism. He takes all of the blame when the Buffalo Bills don't win. He takes it all. He has that on his back. And I feel bad for him because it's not always his fault, man. A lot of times it isn't. Right? But it's a team sport. And you know what? He's a leader. He's going to take that criticism. He's going to take it for his team. Because he doesn't want his rest of his teammates or his coaches to get that. Right? He'll take it. You know what I mean? It may not even be his fault. And I'm not saying Ken Dorsey was perfect, guys. So stop saying that. I didn't say that. I keep telling y'all. He's made mistakes. He wasn't perfect. But he also wasn't as bad as you all make him out to be. We were still the number 2 scoring team in the league. We were still a top 5 offense. We were still 13-3. Stop it already. He can get better. And if he doesn't get better this year, okay, fine, you move on. But stop saying it's all on him. That was a team sport, man. This is a team sport. That was a team loss. We got our asses spanked against Cincinnati. That is not one guy to blame. That is everybody. That's it, man. That is it. Y'all got me heated up in here, man. It's definitely not one guy. Everyone has to do their job at the end of the day. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Everybody has to do their job at the end of the day. It's a team sport. I told y'all, it's like a chain. If a link breaks, that's it. If one offensive lineman doesn't do their job, it affects the whole offensive line. Right? If one wide receiver runs the wrong route, it affects that whole play. It does. Like, why is that so hard to understand? Right? If Leslie Frazier doesn't have his receivers playing 25 yards back right, against the Chiefs in 2021, then maybe we win that game. Right? If Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott doesn't have his defense playing the Bengals last season 10 yards away, almost on every single snap, then maybe our defense would have held them to a little bit lower scoring. Maybe. I don't know. But it doesn't help that they gave that much cushion. So there's a lot of blame to go around, guys. Y'all just picking on one guy. It's like unbelievable to me. I don't get it. Listen, and I was tough on Brian Dable for many years while he was here. But I was also first to eat crow when he did better. I was also first to acknowledge when Brian Dable started to get better as an OC. I was first to say it. And I don't know if y'all are going to be, like, I feel like you just have that hate towards this dude so much that even when he does good, y'all are going to look for something to nitpick. And, man, that ain't right, man. That ain't right. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Shaking my head like, I still don't understand the logic of thinking, yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know. John, overall, we got better on paper. Hopefully, it will transition to the field. If it does, we should make this. I agree. I agree with that. I said that earlier. I think on paper, we have the best roster we've had under McBean since they've arrived. Like, this is the best, deepest roster that I can remember that the Buffalo Bills having, right? Since the early 90s, right? Like, this is a complete team. There is some question marks. I'll still say that with the receiving group, really. And, oh, by the way, I was talking about Spencer Brown earlier. I know a lot of y'all, it's another player that a lot of Bills Mafia is tough on. Listen, once again, I think I'm going to give the dude a pass from last year. He had back surgery. He didn't have an off season. He didn't get to work with Aaron Cromer. This is going to be his first season where he's coming in healthy. He can work with Cromer. Let's see what Spencer Brown is all about. If he doesn't work out, it is what it is. But I'm not willing to already give up on a guy that really hasn't had the time to even have an off season, right? So let's see what happens. We all know that this dude was a raw player coming out of college. We know that. This is no surprise. He wasn't even supposed to start his rookie season. He got thrown in there. Give the guy a break. Let's see what he could do now that he's healthy, coming in healthy. Like I said, hey, if he doesn't work out, we have Brandon Shell. Okay? Cool. And if it doesn't work out, fine. You go back to the drawing board. You go to the draft next season, right? And you draft a right tackle. It's as simple as that. The offensive line is not totally fixed yet, guys. It looks better, but it's not complete. Okay? That's all. Hey, John. Peace. Thank you for watching, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate that too, man. I think so too. Trey White looking good in camp. I hope so. Listen, that's another guy too that a lot of people don't talk about from last season. Listen, Trey White was not 100% coming back, right? He was still working out that rust, right? You could tell that he was frustrated at times of his play, right? I think now he's 100%, right? We can expect some good things out of Trey White this year, right? We need it. We need it because he is our number one still, right? So I expect Trey White to definitely have a bounce back year, and hopefully we can kind of see the Trey of old this upcoming season. So I'm excited to see Trey White. I'm excited to see Micah Hyde back. Like, losing Micah Hyde was such a huge loss last season. Another guy that was really, like, a lot of people don't talk about. Big loss for this defense. Went out week 2, guys. Like, you guys don't understand. We were shuffling safeties back there. I love DeMar Hamlin, but he's not Micah Hyde right now. Let's be real, right? Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer are the best safety duo in the NFL. They work together. They're a great unit. But when there's missing one, you could kind of see the defense just wasn't the same, right? Entering this season, knock on wood, everyone stays healthy. This defense can be very dangerous. And I'm very interested to see how Sean McDermott's defense under Sean McDermott, because now Leslie Frazier's gone, he's calling the plays, how this defense is going into 2023. Is it going to be aggressive? Because when Sean McDermott took over a few games as play caller, and I believe it was 2019, you saw an aggressive style defense when he took over play calling. Everyone knows that also, too, Sean McDermott, when he was defense coordinator, he was very aggressive. That's what he does. So I hope that stands true. I hope that we're aggressive because we need to be. We need to get after that quarterback more. We need more quarterback pressures. We need more quarterback sacks. You cannot play that loosey-goosey, bend-don't-break defense. It does not work. It may work during the regular season, right? Clearly, because we were a top 5 defense. Most of the time, Sean McDermott, Leslie Frazier was here as DC. But when we get into the playoffs is where top offenses expose that bend don't break defense, and it just doesn't work. And our offense has to play perfect football in order to win. You saw what happened against the Dolphins, right, in the playoffs. Come on, man. Against a freaking third-string quarterback, that game was that close. Should have never been that close. Let's be real. If our defense was a top 5 defense going against that offense, that quarterback, we should have smoked the Dolphins at home. And that wasn't the case. So that just proves my point. That defense, I don't know if it's built right in the playoffs. I think we get exposed against good offenses. So, anyways, guys, I've been on here a little bit, man. I am going to get out of here. I appreciate all y'all watching once again. If you're new to this channel, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I love all y'all. Bills Mafia. I did a video today. Check that out. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.